we will discuss this pattern. See, we will discuss how to write the Java program to print this pattern. If you observe this pattern, in this pattern there are 7 rows. Okay, in the first row there are 7 stars, in the second row 2 stars, in the third row 2 stars. Okay, in the like this. So in the last row only 1 star is there. Okay, and when you come to spaces, except in the first row, spaces are there in each row, right? Here 1 space, 2 space, okay, 3 space, 4 spaces, 5 spaces and 6 spaces in the last row. Okay, so we have to write one outer loop, okay, I for the each row, and in one inner loop for the spaces and one inner loop for the stars. Okay, we'll see how to write the program. Okay, so I'm taking one outer for loop for the each row. Okay, for int I equal to 1, I less than or equal to n, I plus plus. Okay, so this is for each row, and in the each row we have to get 7 stars in the first row, right, without any spaces. But from the second row we want spaces in the starting of the each row, right? So for the spaces, what we have to do, I'm taking one inner for loop for int j equal to 1, j less than I, okay, j plus plus, I'm printing spaces. Okay, in the starting of the each row I'm printing space. After that we have to print the stars, right? So for that, so how the stars are there, in the first row there are 7 6 5 4 3 2 1, right? So stars are decreasing each row by row, right? So you have to write int j equal to n, okay, j greater than or equal to I, okay, and j minus minus I am writing, and it has to print the stars. Okay, in between the stars we are having spaces, right? So I'm adding spaces. Okay, and after that we have to enter in the next line. Yeah, see, this is how we got the pattern. See, if you observe this, so for the first row I equal to 1, j equal to 1 and 1 less than 1, right? 1 less than 1, this condition is false, so it will not print any space in the first row. Okay, and directly it will come to print the stars. Okay, it will come to another for loop to print the stars. Okay, for the first row, and j equal to 7, 7 greater than or equal to 1, so it will print 1 star. Okay, and after that 7 value will become 6, means it will 7 value will be decremented by 1, it will become 6, 6 greater than or equal to 1, it will print 1 star. Okay, 5 greater than or equal to 1, it will print star. 4 greater than or equal to 1, it is true, it will print star. 3 greater than or equal to 1, it will print star. Okay, 2 greater than or equal to 1, it will print star. 1 greater than or equal to 1, it will print star. After that 0 greater than or equal to 1, this condition is false, so it will print 7 stars and it will come to the next row. Okay, like that. For the second row, I equal to 2, j equal to 1 and 1 less than 2, this condition is true, so it will add 1 space. Okay, for the second row, so from the second row spaces will be added because of this condition. Okay, so now we got this pattern, but we don't want any spaces in the middle of the pattern. Okay, we want only first row, okay, left and right edges only we want stars. Okay, other than that we don't want any stars in middle of the pattern. Okay, for that we have to add if condition. So I am adding if condition. If so, whenever I want to print the first row also, right, first column, so for that I have to write, I'm writing j equal to 1. So whenever j equal to 1 means first column it will print the stars, and after that, or condition I am writing, and last column also it should print, right? So for that I have to write j equal to n I am writing, and after that for the first row it has to print all the stars, right? So I equal to 1. In these three conditions only, it has to print the stars, right? Okay, else it has to print the spaces. So now we'll check. Oh, okay. So whenever j equal to 1, okay, j equal to okay, whenever j equal to 1 or I equal to so in the last row if you observe, so you are not getting the third one, right? So for that, whenever okay, we have to write here, okay, j equal to 1, this is correct, first one, and j equal to 1. Okay, we have to write here j equal to I. Okay, so j equal to 1 for the first row, okay, first column, okay, for the first starting of the each row we want starts, right? So for the first column we want starts, and for the first row I equal to 1, and for the last column we want stars, right? For that I am adding j equal to I. Now we will check. Okay, oh, okay, so for the first one I want, right? So I am writing j equal to n, because j equal to n, because see, if you observe the stars are starting from j equal to n, right? So we want first column also to print. For that we have to add j equal to n condition. Okay, like this. So whenever j equal to n, okay, or j equal to I means for the last column, for the first column j equal to n, for the last column j equal to n, and I equal to 1 means first row. Whenever in these three conditions only it has to print the stars, in other condition it has to print the spaces. Okay, like this we have to write the program to print this pattern. Okay, hope you understand. If you have any notes, please comment below. Thank you.